Hello, ladies and gentlemen listening. This is the ApeCast. I'm your host, the Ape Man himself, and this is my trusty sidekick, Toucan Lord, with me today.
What's up?
All right, so this is quite obviously our very first episode, so prepare for yours to be blown off with beauty. So, as you can tell by the title, we are talking about anime, religion, and YouTube drama. Amazing.
Quite indeed, the best topics possible.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you need?
Hitting the top three.
Top three things of my life: anime, religion, and YouTube drama. If I'm not studying the Bible, then I'm watching anime. If I'm not watching anime, then I'm watching YouTube drama. And that's how
How
it works.
about both? When you can
Yeah,
watch Evangelion.
you're right. So yeah, let's start off with some animes. Both of us have watched a few. I've certainly I'm not that big into anime, though there are a few I do really like. And
Uh,
certainly you've watched a few in your days.
I've delved deep into the different shows.
The anime cinematic universe.
Yeah,
But probably, and what you can probably agree on this, probably one of the best animes ever made. Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I agree. Yeah, it's one of the best. Totally.
It's amazing. It's a deep show. Has lots of intense moments. I think you could call them.
And a lot
It's
of
great.
moments that are just silent for 5 minutes straight.
Oh yeah, totally. A story that jumps in between places and is totally understandable. No, but in
Yeah.
reality, it's a great show. It's probably one of the best animes and probably one of my favorite shows. I enjoy it a lot. But
So, what's it about? Give the
yes,
viewers a summary.
I should give the listeners an
Wait,
idea if they have.
spoiler warning here. If you're gonna
Yeah,
plan on watching Evangelion, skip.
yeah. So Neon Genesis Evangelion is a very deep anime. It's it's an anime that is masked by the whole like teenagers and battle bots anime idea,
Like
but like,
Gundams and
and that's what it looks like
Darling in
on
the
the surface.
Franxx.
Yeah, it looks like one of those animes where it's just like teenagers fighting in big robots. But it is a lot deeper than that. It is a show filled with imagery and religious iconography and uh, philosophy, what it means to be human, the daily issues of human relationships, and Jewish people.
Yes.
And that makes it so unique. I think that's why it's such a good show. And we've talked about this a little bit before. This show has so much religion in it, and we both find it very interesting.
Yeah.
So let you know what? Let's just look at the religious references in the show.
We got that Lance of Longinus.
The Lance of Longinus. So anyway, to sort of give a very basic description, if anyone is listening to this and has no idea what the show's about, basically, this show takes in place in 2015 in Tokyo, Japan, and there is this organization called NERV, N-E-R-V, and the leader's name is Gendo Ikari. Now, our main characters are Shinji Ikari. Shit, I forgot their names.
We got Rei,
Yeah,
Rei. Then we got Asuka.
I
She's a
say
German
Asuka.
chick.
Yeah, German
And then
chick,
we got the mom figure, Misato.
the
Misato.
MILF
Yeah,
Misato.
MILF.
But those are three characters, and they're all 14-year-olds, and they have to fight in these giant mech robot things called Evangelions. What are they fighting? Well, they're fighting monsters called angels. And this is about as far as I can get with the show making any sense. Like, that's as much as you can really describe, right? It's such a complex and confusing show. I don't know how else to describe it, really.
Yeah,
But
I mean
they fight.
it gets real serious too.
It gets very serious and very confusing. Like, so they're fighting the angels. Why are they fighting the angels? Well, the angels are trying to make contact with an ancient being called Lilith in the basement of Nerv. This causes the third impact,
Which is
which
like,
destroys humanity.
yeah, it's like the meteor that killed the dinosaurs.
Yeah, except 3 times.
Yeah,
But to just the show isn't about the third impact. It's
it's
not
more about
about
the adventure
Nerv.
along the way.
I wouldn't even say it's about the Avenger. Like, that's what the plot is, right? But at the end
Yeah,
of the day, it's about depression.
yeah,
So,
that's the deeper meaning.
yeah, that's the deeper meaning, and they allude to this so much. The, director, Hideki Anno, he has spent his entire life dealing with clinical depression, with anxiety, a lot of emotional issues, and that's what the show's about.
Yeah,
But
with the main character Shinji, or one of the main characters, like
the
slowly
main
going mad.
character the main,
Yeah,
main character, Shinji, he is like the stand-in for Hideki. He is like Hideki in the show.
incarnate.
Yeah, Hideki incarnate. But,
I
you know,
don't even know what that means.
along through the show, there's, like, a lot of there's a buildup, right? It's not just
Yeah,
defending from the angels. The organization there, who Shinji's father runs, they have a lot of issues. So, all the characters, they're flawed. They have mommy issues, daddy issues. Like, Gendo, he abused Shinji, not, by punching him, but by
like
ignoring him.
yeah, emotionally and
Yeah, he gave
abandonment
a lot of
issues.
emotional stuff, a lot of abandonment issues. And so, throughout the show, in the background, there's a lot of things happening. Right? There's this shadow organization named Zila, and they're the sort of council that runs things for Nerv. And they're working on the Human Instrumentality Project. And so this leads to the end of the show where Shinji and basically the Human Instrumentality Project is like turning all humans into one big brain.
One consciousness
Yeah, one consciousness. So
where they can like learn about each other.
yeah, they learn
Yeah,
about
the
emotions
next
and
step of evolution, one would say.
yeah, next step of human evolution. And so that's what they're researching in the background of the show. And so this eventually leads to them trying to do it. And there's sort of two ways they do it. This secret shadow organization, they try to, I don't know, the show's very complex. The gist of it is human instrumentality, try to make one consciousness. There's two endings to the show. There's the one where Shinji goes through it, but he rejects it. And that ends in him being an individual and recognizing how he's going to deal with sorrows for his life, throughout his life. Then
That
there's
leads to him being like a better person in the future and caring
yeah,
about other people and knowing how, you know, he may be going through stuff. Other people are probably going through
yeah.
the same thing.
And then there's the show ending, or not the show ending, the movie ending, which is so incredibly disturbing. Like, all times I've watched it, I just couldn't, like, grasp it completely.
Yeah, it's kind of kind of messed up.
It is really messed up. But in the movie ending, human instrumentality actually happens, and all humans turn into, like, orange juice, basically.
Tasty orange juice.
Tasty, tasty orange juice. So, enough about the show. Let's talk about the religious aspect of the show. So, To preface this, Hideki Anno was his life he struggled to find an identity. So he went to religion, he went to Jewish mysticism. He did everything in the book to try to figure out what it means to be human. Who
But
is he?
what's the purpose of life?
What is the purpose of living? So this leads to a lot of uh not Jewish, fucking religious imagery, iconography. Right? So
Throughout the show.
easy one at first. Neon Genesis Evangelion, the name. That is religious symbolism. Let me search it up really quick. So Neon Genesis Evangelion, right? I told you about this the other day.
Yeah.
Neon basically means it's the Greek word, I think, for new. Neos. Genesis, that is the book of Genesis from the Bible, right?
With
Where God,
God's flaming fucking sword.
yeah, that's Adam and Eve and God wiping the earth of the sinners, having them restart. And then Evangelion is an ancient Greek term for good messenger or good news. So basically, the title Neon Genesis Evangelion actually means return to good, like return to original, or basically stuff like that.
Return to epicness.
Return, return to humans not being shitheads. And there's a lot of religious imagery. Like here's another one: the Magi. In the show, one of the characters' mothers, she had created for Nerv 3 supercomputers. One of them was her womanhood, represented her womanhood. The other represented her as a scientist. And then the third represented her as a mother? Yeah, mother.
Yeah.
So they're named the three magi because they're named after the three magi from the Bible.
Fucking
The
Balthazar.
Balthasar, Casper, and Melchior. I want to have one of those names.
Especially Balthazar, because, like, if you're ever born with the name Balthazar, you're an instant Chad.
Yeah, you're a good Chad.
There's,
Who's gonna
like,
say anything to you?
women and men will be falling for you.
Like, what if you're walking with your girl on the street and then some dude's like pushing up on you, and your girlfriend's like, my boyfriend Balthazar is gonna kick your butt. And you could be like a 4'11" skinny guy, and he'd run away. So your name's
Just with a name
Balthazar.
like
What is he gonna
that.
do to Balthazar?
Like, sounds like a dungeon boss kind of name. Sounds like any sort of, like, boss name.
But yeah, that's another religious reference. Balthazar, Caspar, and Melchior from the Bible. Let's see. The angels in the TV show, obvious enough, they are named after angels in the Bible. They're holy.
Isn't it like all their names end in like EL or whatever, which is also like
Yeah,
a Jewish thing for angels, like
yeah.
actual
So
angels with the wings and stuff.
they have names like Sakiel, Ramiel, Israfel. Yeah, Israfel. And the el
Israel.
suffix means of God, which is Kabbalistic and Christian. Kabbalistic is basically Jewish. There's a
That
lot of
sounds
other stuff.
funky.
And with the book of
Wait,
Genesis. Wait,
I
what?
just realized Israel is of God. Bam.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
Israel
yes.
number one.
And they are real. They is real.
But yeah, going back to the book of Genesis, because this is sort of the biggest aspect of religion in the show.
Influence. Oh,
Well, yeah, basically. So Nerv is analogous to humans in the book of Genesis. They are the sinners. They're the bad, bad sinners. They've been bad boys. They've been lustful and prideful and bad.
Lustful, rageful, wrathful, mouthful.
Overall, bad boys. That's what Nerve represents. The angels are God's messengers in the show. This isn't explicitly said. This is just interpretation of the show, right? They are God's messengers. It's really obvious. And Zila, this shadow organization managing the Human Instrumentality Project, they are like God, more
Yeah,
or less. So
they're like
there,
a
there's a lot of
metaphor.
yeah. It's a big analogy in the end, right? Because to back this up, right, Nerv's logo has a fig leaf on it. What else are fig leaves seen in than the Bible? Because Adam and Eve have fig leaves on their peepees
The peepees
to
and the poo-poos.
to hide themselves from shame, and it
Because naked is a
represents.
sin or something.
Well, no, the sins weren't made yet, right? Like in the start of the book of Genesis, the
No, the
apple,
sins happen when they eat the apple, yeah.
yeah, the basically in the show, or not in the show, fucking the Bible, the show,
The
but
Bible, the anime.
in the book of Genesis, right? Adam and Eve, they're living in Eden. They're living in perfect paradise. All they have to do, God said, is that they don't eat from the tree of knowledge of the good and bad. Funny enough, they end up eating from that tree because Satan, the
A
serpent,
snake.
and the snake tricked them. The tree of the fruit of knowledge, it made them learn what good and bad is, that there can be evil things. And that is why sin started. That's how it sort of became a thing. And then eventually, with Moses and the tablets, God lightning the sins onto the tablets. And so
Zap. I see
with the
you.
with the with the fig leaf symbolism, the Nerf logo, the fig leaf means that they're hiding behind the fig leaf monstrous things, right? From
Yeah.
cloning human beings to not even human
Making
beings,
from like, yeah, cloning to like
making
creating large beings.
yeah, because the Evangelions aren't robots. They're not big mech suits. They're actually monsters. They're human DNA, or it's human souls mixed with the very same DNA that makes the angels.
We put a spoiler warning on this, right?
Yeah, we put a totally.
Well, yeah,
If anyone's watching or listening up to this point, then fuck it. So,
yeah.
yeah. Nerv is doing the evil things. They are humans. Zila and the angels, they're trying to create the third impact to wipe out humanity. This is so obvious how it's like the book of Genesis, right?
Yeah.
You know, in the book of Genesis, God sees all the humans sinning and decides to wipe the earth by flooding it. And that's what eventually happens. In the movie ending, it is so crazy. It is so difficult to put into words what it's like watching it. But to put it short, all of humanity is turned into orange juice, and Shinji and Asuka are the only two humans alive, like Adam and Eve.
Awesome.
And then, what do you call it? It's in the show they don't use Eve. Eve doesn't exist,
They use
right?
Adam and Lilith.
Lilith, which is I think Hebrew or Jewish or whatever. I'm not a fucking Jew. I don't know what these things, what their
Whoa
names
there.
are. I shouldn't say that.
You're not
I'm,
Jewish.
I'm sorry. Yes, I am. I'm
What,
very
like
distantly Ashkenazi Jew.
the 3% or whatever?
1.72.
Yeah, you're totally Jewish, man.
I'm totally, dude. I have my fucking 3 Jewish books, whatever they are. You know that they have like 3 books.
I did not know that.
The Jewish extended universe. But yeah, so really obviously I wiped the earth. But in the deep lore of the show, there are these 2 godlike figures, Lilith and Adam, obviously the originators of life. And they can create these big seeds, really, right? Seeds. Adam creates this abstract life, right? Forces, energy. Lilith creates humans, the actual physical beings. So, the first impact of the show was basically when Lilith came into contact with Adam on Earth. And Lilith can make these giant like embryo seeds, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, to put it short, if 2 of these seeds end up on the same planet, it annihilates the universe. So, Adam creates the failsafe, the Spear of Longinus. But that's also a Bible reference to Longinus. Longinus, I think? Yeah, Longinus, who was a Roman soldier that stabbed Jesus Christ with his massive fucking spear, which is
Massive.
important.
Absolute.
The heckin'
Dude's a mad lad.
shonkers. Heckin' shonker. Reddit.
Reddit HQ.
Oh, remember when we were talking about, remember when you asked me why it's so important, the spear of Longinus in the Bible?
Well, besides it stabbing Jesus.
Well, it was when Jesus was crucified by the was it Romans? Yeah, the
I
Romans.
think.
When the Romans crucified Jesus, Longinus came up to Jesus and stabbed him in the chest to make sure he was dead. And
Well, that was easy.
to this day, they do have not Jesus's, they have the spear of Longinus
Longinus.
in a case in some museum, I think.
Sounds
So
cool.
it's real. That's the scary part. Because
It's
like
real.
people debate whether or not the Bible is real.
One
But the
could
spear
say
of
is
Longinus
real.
is certainly real. Just crazy. It's just crazy. And you know, there's a ton of stuff to this show. If anyone's listening to this, please watch this show. If
Yeah.
you watch anime and you haven't watched this show, what the fuck are you doing?
You absolute brainlet. If you haven't come
Seriously,
across this show.
you ape.
Oh,
Why?
the ape. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ape make fire.
Ape make fire. And also, if you don't watch anime, please watch this. If you're ever willing to give anime a try, Neon Genesis Evangelion. It might not be the best start, but it's still an absolutely amazing show.
May not have the highest quality, but it's got MILFs.
Yeah, it's got
You know.
MILFs. It's got teenagers fighting in giant robots. And it's got Hebrew mysticism. What more do you need in a TV show?
Yeah. I don't know. There is nothing more to do or say.
Ba-da-ba.
Spear
Remember,
of long anus.
they did a poll and they found that their favorite character was Asuka, which
Trash.
we both
Doo doo.
absolutely disagree with.
Doo doo poo poo.
Asuka is just annoying. Why would anyone
Yeah,
like her?
she's loud, mean, annoying. Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
we're more of a Misato men,
Yeah, men. Keep that in mind. Men.
not Asuka boys, Asuka children.
Exactly. Exactly.
You child. Or P0, or whatever his name is. The penguin.
Oh,
Give us penguin.
pen, pen.
Pen pen. Pen pen cubed. That's his name.
Pen, no, it's just pen cubed.
Oh. Pen cube. Pen pen pen. Pen 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 pen.
Pen, 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 pen. Man, let's see what the news has to say.
About what?
I don't
About
know. I want to find where Joe Biden says something about black people.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
How about we focus on the YouTube drama? Like it's so political.
Yeah. But I know, I just want to see
Awfully
the
controversial for the first episode.
oops. Oops.
Ooga.
Could you hear
Ooga.
that?
What?
Okay. It was a weird thing. I was doing a Google Meet for one of my classes, and I was playing a video. It was Yo Mama Memulous. And I played it in a Discord chat, and it played into the Google Meet.
Oh god.
I didn't get very far, but I got the Yo Mama is so gross or whatever it was. Or Memulous's mom.
Memulous's mom is so
Okay, here it
ugly.
is. No, I just wanted to reference this one Joe Biden thing, right?
Is it like something he actually says?
So he was on The Breakfast Club,
Like it
and
can't be slander?
the host of The Breakfast Club argued that his presidential campaign was doing enough to reach out to the black voters. At one point, Biden argued that black voters undecided on whether to vote for him or President Trump ain't black. Just ain't black.
I hope he's joking.
He's not joking, dude. There's no way that. Have you seen the things he said?
Well, I don't remember because I'd rather not get sued for slander. But
Yeah, that's what it's like in America.
this is America. Don't get
This is
yourself in it.
America. Gets sued by everybody.
Yeah,
Get sued by the Karens. Get sued by everyone, really.
Yeah, by everyone.
Speaking of
Everyone.
suing, let's move to a very, very
Deep,
favorite topic of mine:
saucy
YouTube
topic.
drama.
How do you speak of being sued? How does that relate to YouTube drama?
How does it relate to YouTube drama?
Yeah.
Well, Keemstar was getting sued for $3.5 million by Romeo Lacoste.
For
Yeah.
doing what?
Keemstar reported that Romeo was sending lewd photos to underage fans. He
Seems to
reported,
do
not
that a lot.
he didn't accuse him of it. He reported. This is an
Like,
actual thing. There's actual evidence that Romeo was sending lewds to kids, I think. Keemstar was simply reporting on it. Romeo took that very, very poorly. He tried to make Keemstar look like a bad guy by suing him. And
was
sadly
it like
enough,
undeniable fact that
yeah, no, Keemstar was reporting it as a news anchor. He wasn't going on Twitter and being his usual self and like falsely saying that the guy was doing this. No, there was actual screenshots. This guy was caught red-handed. Keemstar reported it, and he's suing Keemstar for $3.5 million. Except now the judge is getting impatient with Romeo's lawyer because there was some issues with his internet and they filed some forms late and incorrectly. Basically means at the end of the day, Keemstar is probably going to win.
Dang.
That means Romeo is going to be in the hole for like thousands of dollars, and Keemstar is going to be
Richer get richer.
Keemstar is going to get off scot-free. Which, he didn't really do anything wrong. But, he's Keemstar. Who likes Keemstar?
Whoa there.
Hey. You told me you hated Keemstar.
Well, I don't want to get doxxed now, do I?
You're not going to get doxxed, dude. Let me tell you this. We are a podcast with 1 subscriber. And guess who that 1 subscriber is?
You.
Yeah, it's me. So don't be too worked up about this because you can say anything you want. Most that would happen is Keemstar would copyright claim, except there is no copyright to claim because this is an audio format.
Also, you wouldn't gain any money. Anyways.
We have no monetization. You know why? Because we have 0 videos.
That is true.
But anyway, let's get to the more flavorful YouTube
Wait,
trauma.
you don't think we could get sued over talking about the show, right? I feel like we kind of just talked about the entire thing.
No. Okay.
Okay.
If Tommy C, Keemstar's arch enemy, can report on it and talk about it on his stream that gets thousands of viewers, I think we're okay. And who's going to take the time to sue some teenagers recording on their fucking Snowball and Apple AirPods? Nobody, let me tell you that.
Living in a rented home. Yeah.
Alex is okay. So
oh my god.
let's get to the meat of the situation, right? H3 content nuke on Keemstar.
Which was just points
Prior
that
to
have already
this,
been said.
Prior to this, I said that I was forced to go on Keemstar's side. Toucan, my degenerate friend, is on Ethan's side.
Degenerate?
Yeah, degenerate.
Man, you're turning into the R-Man himself.
I'm saying this, right? So H3 drops this content nuke on Keemstar. It turns from a critique about Keemstar to Creamstar to a sponsor war. And I don't know, man. It's not going out well.
Yeah, I agree. Seeing how it's all turning out.
Yeah.
You know, maybe everyone will understand that this is just something that shouldn't be used. But heck,
exactly, dude.
I'm talking about the internet. Every kid with a power craving is gonna want to go after someone's sponsors now. It's not even like it's a new thing. It's been done before, but like
it's not a new thing, but
now the
they're
Karens
both
of the
really
world
popular
and the
people.
15-year-old edgy internet kids, the Twitter people are all gonna start using this as a tactic.
Well, the thing is Ethan and Keemstar are popular. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here. That just destroyed my ears because I tried going on his channel to find the tweets that Too Mad and Eddie Burback made. Eddie Burback, that's his name, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Basically, this made a really bad sponsor war. And when you go down to the end of it, like going into this, I don't really like Ethan. I used to love him, but now it's like his podcast is boring in my opinion. It's not that great.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I've even watched.
Yeah, so but this started an entire war, right? I keep getting names messed up. I don't know why. I
Having
start
a brain
recording and
fart.
then my brain just melts into fucking juice.
You turn into Ape Man.
Yeah, I
You
turn
are
into
Ape
the ape
Man.
man, my alter ego. But
Your internet online ego.
yeah, so Ethan, his fans go after G Fuel, Keem's biggest sponsor, and G Fuel's like, "Come on, man, we're getting our we're getting our anuses rubbed around and checked all over." So Keem's like, "All right, kick me," and that's what happened. G Fuel's like, "You gotta leave, man. We can't deal with you anymore." So
I thought
that's exactly what happened.
Keemstar left.
Yeah, he said that he left, but that's what I said, and I believed it initially, and then I realized they probably just told him that he should probably leave, so it doesn't look like he was fired. It was him leaving.
Yeah.
And
So
then
everyone comes out
and then
and
H3H3's 9-year-old fans decided, let's go even further and go after Spotify. Now, nothing happened with the Spotify part, thankfully. But they tried to go after Keem's Spotify deal. And then what happened? Oh yeah, ironically enough, Ethan loses his Old Spice sponsorship, which just shows how ludicrous the entire situation is.
Pokimane comes in.
Pokimane swoops in, gets into drama with
Pokimane
Kavos,
enters headfirst.
enters head
Ethan
first. But
starts the drama.
Ethan starts this whole situation. His fans go after Keemstar, and then Keemstar's fans go after Old Spice, which is one of Ethan's bigger sponsors. Now, let me tell you this. It is so incredibly easy to make someone lose their sponsors. It's a
Just call them a
joke.
racist and they're gone.
Exactly. That is literally what happened. People flooded Old Spice's DMs telling them that H3H3 was a racist. And they're like, we're out. Okay. So anyway, apologize if there's a cut within me midway talking. Something came up all of a sudden at 11 o'clock at night. Our first
Joe
episode, and
Mama
it's
called.
already first episode, and it's already falling off the rails.
First episode is already
It's going wacky. Fail.
Fail. You fail.
What was I saying? Oh yeah,
We're on the topic of Keemstar and Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan lost his Old Spice. And then Keem came out and he's like, guys, please stop. He basically told his fans, stop going after people's sponsors. They didn't really care though, and they kept doing it.
They were out for blood.
As if this couldn't get bad enough, Eddie Burback and Too Mad stuck their head in for a second and immediately came out with their hair all charred and their faces covered in ash as they got roasted.
I don't think Too Mad has hair. He cut it off.
Well, you get what I mean. They came out toasty because people roasted them because they both
Why'd
said
they
some
do
stupid things. So
What
Eddie
do you mean
Burback,
stupid?
well, Eddie Burback on Twitter said, "Who decided that YouTube sponsorships were this untouchable sacred thing? I would understand AdSense or Patreon or PayPal, but sponsorships, especially for wealthy YouTubers, why is this some new rule that you could never call into question the ethics of sponsoring someone?"
Well, I mean, it
So
was kind of like how there are like some car companies that made tanks for Nazis.
Yeah, except that's car companies making tanks for Nazis.
I mean,
All right. Let me say this, right? First of all, AdSense is a sponsor. AdSense is a program that sponsors YouTubers and gives them ads on their videos. Second of all, you would understand AdSense or Patreon or PayPal. They are not untouchable. People can still go after PayPal or Patreon and get people banned from them. It's not like they're foolproof. It's just the level of ignorance that Eddie Burback has in this tweet, and he doesn't realize that you can still lose AdSense or Patreon or PayPal from this.
Yeah.
And
if PayPal even like is sensitive bullying someone on another platform by like,
dude, literally, when was it, like a year or two ago? There was this entire drama about Patreon because Patreon said in their terms of service that if you do something on another website, they will ban you for it.
kind of whack.
So, and another thing too,
NGO, no whack.
if people like Eddie Burback start saying that YouTube sponsorships are okay to be chased after, who's stopping anyone from going to AdSense or Patreon or PayPal? Right? Like
That's the next step.
yeah, once people don't have sponsors, the next step is for AdSense, Patreon, and PayPal.
It's over. It's all over.
The end game of YouTube.
The end is nigh.
The third impact of YouTube, one could say.
For whom the bell tolls.
And then Too Mad responded to Eddie's tweet. Oh no, they're gonna do it to smaller creators. Yeah, not really. Keemstar being shielded by that argument whilst he continues to shit on our community and bringing us as a whole into his orbit of drama alert, literally ruining lives. Keemstar is precisely 12 mutated mitosis cell. I don't disagree about the 12 mutated mitosis cell.
I don't disagree with most of it.
Okay, but bringing us as a whole into his orbit of drama alert? No, you idiot. You put yourself in the situation. Like, doesn't Too Mad stream on Twitch anyway?
Nah, he was streaming on YouTube he still streams on YouTube. I think
Oh,
he
really?
switched to YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, still,
Doing
you could have chosen not to talk about Keemstar.
kind of off topic here, but I know it's weird, but like I saw so Too Mad posted a video on his Instagram of like he did an IRL stream the other night. And he was riding on this little like a moped bike or like a motorized bike. And some dude just drives up to him in the middle of the night, gets out of the car, steals his bike, and leaves the car with the keys in it and starts driving around. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna steal this car." It's funny.
But
Continue.
the thing about like, oh no, they're gonna do it to smaller creators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
It's easy for Too Mad to say that because Too Mad earns a lot of money and he's really popular.
I don't know about the lot of money.
Maybe not a lot of money part, but he's really popular. He's a big creator.
Especially how he got mentioned on Zoom's thing. For
me and you, depending on how far this podcast goes,
we're gonna excel. We're gonna be the best podcast out there.
We are gonna be the #1 podcast in America.
#1 trending. Better than Joe Rogan.
Better than Joe Rogan. Did you know he's leaving? Did you know he's leaving YouTube actually?
Yeah, he's moving to Spotify, right?
Yeah. But like the light of sponsors has become a little bit dimmer for me and you. Because
as long as we keep that family friendly going.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Even though we've said the F word and
we've got to be like a family friendly vlogging channel now, because otherwise, if people don't like us, companies are going to be a lot more sensitive to pulling out of sponsorships.
Wait, wasn't Kappa like pulling some bull recently?
Kappa?
Yeah, with YouTube. They're like, we need you to specify if you are family.
Yeah.
And then if you're not, or if you say you're family, non-family friendly subjects.
Yeah, you were cutting out a little bit there.
Fuck!
Repeat what you said.
Alright.
But don't cut out this time.
I can't control that. That shitty internet. And Kappa pull some bullshit was like,
Yeah.
if you are not family friendly and you post video games, we can fine you for $40,000 per video you make.
Yeah, that's
So how did that
basically.
not get rejected?
Well, no. Okay, so the government found out that YouTube was collecting ad information from children. It's like children YouTubers.
Well, children aren't even supposed to be on the website.
Well, no. There's YouTube Kids.
Yeah, there's YouTube Kids.
I'm
But
talking
on
like
regular YouTube, you have to be like 13.
those videos of like those crappily animated, like reused Daddy,
The
Daddy, Yes,
Spider-Man, Elsa,
Papa,
and shit.
Johnny, Johnny, Yes, Papa stuff. Spider-Man and Elsa. They had ads on them. That was the problem because through watching those ads, those kids would give information, personal information and their data to YouTube and advertisers. That is illegal. It is illegal for companies to collect data on children watching their content. That's what COPPA basically says. So now you have to specify if you're a children channel or a not children channel. Children channels don't get comments, I think,
But I thought
and they're like suppressed.
non-children channels weren't allowed to put crap, like, and anything
They
like
made
a
it
child
sound
might be
super
interested.
strict, but honestly, not much came from it.
So it's already in effect.
I don't know, honestly. Hold on, let me search it up.
Because that's what's worried me about making a channel.
COPPA in.
Well, if you're under the age of, acceptable COPPA law, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, YouTube was fined, and this was a record amount, $170 million.
Dang. So we're gonna get fucked if COPPA's like, we
Well, no,
don't like you.
we're not a children-friendly channel.
Well, we have to specify that, right?
I don't think so. I think YouTube automatically flags you if you're a children channel or not.
Well,
Which we
we only
quite
have one
obviously
video.
aren't. So I don't know.
Actually,
I don't know
just
how to YouTube. This is my first YouTube video ever.
Well, we can. Maybe I can come over someday and figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Figure this out.
YouTube is such a mess right now. With every day passing, it just deteriorates more and more.
It's 2016.
Yeah,
Back
it's 2016 YouTube again.
Back to the past of future.
Another thing, though, about the sponsorships, I wanted to say, the Eddie Burback when he said, "Who decided that YouTube sponsorships were this untouchable sacred thing?" So I think that because when you're making a video criticizing someone, you're criticizing their content.
And maybe their character.
Yeah, you're criticizing the content character. I think that was the problem with Ethan's video as well. He kept mentioning G Fuel, and I know like he tried to do it jokingly, but it causes entire mess. But when you make a commentary YouTube video, you're trying to critique someone's content and their character. What do sponsors have to do with that? Right? Like, instead of hurting them financially, hurt their reputation. Less people will watch them maybe if you make a really good critique
But in
video.
the end, wouldn't that cause them to get dropped anyway? Wouldn't
Maybe.
that just be winning any future war? Like Ender's Game?
Maybe. I'm just saying, going after their sponsors, that just shows that you don't have a real critique. Just go after their content, and then the rest will happen.
Yeah. It'll happen on its own. Flow of water.
Exactly, precisely.
Burn like fire.
Exactly, precisely. And I don't know, man, this is a whole mess.
Stable like a rock.
But I mean, there's not much else to say, really. Other than this is a mess. This is an entire sponsor war.
I feel like this is mutually assured destruction.
Really,
but
yeah.
on YouTube.
It's going to be like another adpocalypse, except now instead of YouTube breathing down everyone's necks about monetization, it's now sponsors and YouTube.
Man, The world is fucked in general. I mean,
It's
YouTube
a
isn't the
shame.
world, but just right now, it's kind of.
By the way, if Manscaped ever wants to sponsor us, hit us up. ApeCastInfo@gmail.com. Just only lowercase letters. Please hit us up. We'll gladly sponsor, or we'll gladly be sponsored by Manscaped.
You know, we've got some nuts. We have a quadruped of nuts.
Exactly.
A
We
quadruple
will
nuts.
give you a shining review if you wire me and Toucan $5,000 each.
Wire? That sounds suspicious.
Give it to me in an envelope in the mail.
Give it to me legally.
Well, the
And-
wiring is just like through bank accounts.
I know, but that just sounds
dirty.
For being an ape man, you seem to be pretty smart.
But message for any listeners, by the way, I probably should have mentioned this earlier. If you want to shoot us an email, a recommendation on how to podcast would be very useful. Any tips or how we can improve our content, how we can not suck at this, or maybe just ideas. Shoot us an email,
compliments.
apecastinfo@gmail.com. Or compliments.
Or you could just do that in the comments.
You can do that in the comments.
That would be a good idea as well.
Or you can join the official ApeCast Discord. You'll find it on the channel page. We'll find out if I'm
YouTube enough.
if I'll remember to put the Discord link in the description of the video.
Man. Yo, wait. Right here? Speaking of help, this is where our Manscaped advertisement would go.
Yeah.
Ball
Speaking
help.
of help, we can help you guys make your nutsack smell good.
See? We've already got the script, man. Come on.
Yeah. Please.
I don't think they're allowed to sponsor teenagers. I don't think anyone is sponsored unless they're 18.
Yeah.
A legal citizen.
I'll just
Well, Ryan's Toys review got away with it.
I'll just have my mom take the money for me.
My mom distribute.
So,
Attention, comment.
oh my god, you know what we forgot to talk about? Pokemon. God, I fucking hate Pokemon.
Oh my god.
She's annoying. That's it.
So
She's
at
just
first
annoying.
I was mutual. Like, I mean, we don't know. I know she exists. She doesn't. But I was on mutual terms. I mean, I wasn't
you were
gonna go
neutral,
on her
you
and
didn't
be
really
like,
care about her.
yeah, I didn't care. I wasn't. I don't care. I do not care. Rug don't care.
You ever like see her forehead though?
Oh god, we can't bully people.
Bullying?
Yeah, I mean, I know she's bullying, but we gotta
Oh
stay
yeah, we're talking about
above the
Pokemon.
butter.
She'll easily strike us down with a spear of Longinus.
Spear of long anus.
But anyway, this YouTuber,
It's Twitch streamer.
Oh no, what was the YouTuber's name? Gundam.
Yeah,
Or it was Gundam something. So Gundam makes this video just making fun of her viewers because you know what her viewers are like? Let me tell you this. They are giant man children.
Please,
They
madam.
are, and I hate using this word, simps.
You just said it. You said the word. You said the buzzword. What are you, cringe cope?
The popular word. But no, that's what they are. I remember seeing a clip. She gets up out of her chair and runs to like catch a cat or something stupid like that. And right after she runs away, someone donates like $100 or some crazy amount like that. Is like, please recognize me, Pokimane, or something.
I think that was
Sad.
a meme. That had to be. I hope that was a meme.
How is it that perfectly timed?
Yeah, that's what makes me suspect it was
Like,
like a meme.
people donate to her and like ask, like this one guy tweeted at her and asked her to go on a date with him.
Wasn't there a guy that tweeted at her and she was like, what did he say? He said, if you were to cook even like a shit,
Yeah.
like an absolute like terrible meal, that he'd still eat it as if it was like the best meal of life.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what you're supposed to do with your wife, not a random online girl.
Not an e-girl.
Not girlfriend, a random online girl.
Yeah. And so this guy makes a video making fun of her viewers because again, a lot of them are sad and pathetic. She didn't like that at all.
Well, I'm sure some of them just are there for the.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones that'll donate $500 to her. You
Yeah.
remember that one? The dude who like donated his $500 because he's like, this is cutting into my rent payments.
Oh yeah, that was like a Twitter. I'm
These
not a
guys exist.
frequenter of figuring out what Pokemon's doing.
These guys
Besides
exist.
this whole recent debacle.
I'm gonna tell you this, these guys exist. So she watched this on stream.
$5?
and
You have
she
hours of time to spend watching me, but you don't have $5.
You don't have $5? God, Twitch streamers are so entitled. But yeah,
Besides the one humble man, Brox H underscore. Oh,
yeah,
you'll
we'll give him
me.
a shout out with our 0 viewers.
Come on, man. We can have higher hopes of getting more than 0 views.
That's true. I'll put Keemstar in the title of this video.
And then we'll get more views.
Exactly, that'll put us in the search.
That'll put us in the search, as well as the other 5,000 people.
Going back to what we were talking about. Pokimane watches this video making fun of her viewers, and she does not like that. So she goes after this guy's sponsor, loses his sponsors. It was a big deal for him too. He was gonna get a pretty big sponsor. Lost it.
Wasn't it a Rigid Wallets? I don't
know
know. I'm
if it
not
was
gonna say
Rigid.
anything.
I honestly
just in
don't.
case.
But I don't like her voice either. Like she says it in this really annoying voice, like I want to put my name on that one.
Exactly.
That part
That
just,
is her voice.
just
That
stokes
is
the
her
flames.
If I see you on site. As she does like the X thing with her arm.
She does this. Makes this guy lose his sponsors.
I feel like that's just real childish.
And then to top off the cake, on one of her streams, she gets a hyperlink from one of her viewers. She opens it. It is good old-fashioned P-Hub. It is some not safe for work stuff. It is some prawn.
Some hardcore.
Immediately
epic.
swipes off of it. Kavos, the only British commentator I can stand other than The Right Opinion. Those are the only two.
What about Pyro 6? Come on.
He's okay.
Don't diss the man's Pyro.
You like Pyro.
Yeah, he's cool.
I don't like commentators like him. Like him, Elvis the Alien, Bionic Pig. I don't know. I can't get into him. But anyway, Kavos takes this clip and puts it on Twitter. And then it's like, oh, Pokimane looks at prawn? Or it was something dumb like that. And then she blocks him.
Pokemon, look at prawn.
Starts making Twitter. Goes on Twitter. She starts making tweets. She's like, so this guy harasses me. And so I blocked him. And he uses at least 4 other methods to read my tweets. And what she
keeps tweeting about him, right?
And then at the end, she's like, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" And then Kavos just tweeted how she blocked him, was basically just memeing on her.
Epic
then-
troll.
And then he makes a video responding to the situation, and Kavos is like, I don't care about you, Pokimane. And then he says, because you blocked me, the only way you could know that I was making tweets about you is by using another account to look at my Twitter. She projected so hard.
I feel like all these like, I mean, all these like Twitch streamers, even guy or girl, they always just get like big egos,
Exactly.
and
Like,
specifically like Twitch streamers.
Pokimane thinks that the world revolves around her. She thinks that Kavos is obsessed with her. Won't stop tweeting about her. Oh, disgusting, Kavos.
Man, Kavo's kind of a simp. Not gonna.
Kavos kind of a simp.
You guys like those buzzwords?
Does that make us popular? Please tell us in the comments.
Please.
Are we popular?
I need to be popular. A simp. Ha! He's a simp. Ha!
Simp. Doomer, simp.
Simp doomer goomer. Zoomer.
But yeah, I mean, that's about it. You know, yet another example of, you know, Twitch streamer being absolutely entitled. You have time to watch me all
You
day,
don't
but
have
you don't have $5. Oh, and then the streamer Destiny defended her.
I don't even care. I just think it's funny. You don't have $5.
I'm sorry, femdom.
I'm
Twitch
sorry,
streamer.
Mom. Please.
Please
maybe that's what they
forgive me.
like. Maybe they like being
Insulted.
yelled at. Maybe that's their thing.
I mean, that is.
I feel like that's the
Fetish.
only way, like, the people that watch, like, Twitch streamers like that
Yeah.
can get, like, a
Oh my
excitement
God,
from
dude.
watching, I guess.
We have been recording for over an hour now.
That just means we're talking about some good topics.
Precisely.
Topics we have ideas about.
Precisely.
I feel
No, you cut out.
I just stopped talking because I couldn't think. My brain couldn't handle stimulation.
The absolute
talking.
genius thought that you had.
Yeah, the absolute like massive big brain Einstein thoughts that were coursing through it. My fucking nerves were firing all at once, and I forgot what I was gonna say.
I wish I could just like think on the level of you.
Just have so many incredible, amazing, supreme thoughts.
Precisely,
And then just
precisely
burn out. It's like if you get like a flip phone and try to run like a GTA on it. It's not gonna work. I don't know. What's a big game?
Yeah, porting Skyrim onto my brain.
Yeah. I can't do it. How do I keep all A's? I don't.
So, I think we've been recording for long enough. Do you think so?
Yeah.
I think our first episode started off rocky because I'm gonna be honest. Neon Genesis Evangelion is way too complicated.
You just want to cut that.
No, I don't think we should cut it out.
Okay. Yo, cut this epic joke out later in editing.
Precisely.
Yo, I'm epic, man. It is I, epic man.
Yeah, no, I think it's time to end it. Let me say this. If you enjoyed listening to these two idiots talk, please like the video.
Bird
Maybe
brain
even
and ape man.
subscribe. Share it. If we get at least one view that is not myself watching over this,
it will be successful.
This will be successful. We'll have
To
reached our
you,
goal
one
of one
viewer.
viewer. Heck,
Love you.
even one subscriber. Think about
Sweet
that.
dreams.
Someone who's not me or you is interested in listening to us talk.
I didn't want to subscribe to the. I wanted our first 2 subscribers to be other people.
Yeah. Well, I subbed from my personal account just to see if it'll actually like work.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We're gonna have to end this here. Do you want feedback?
Any feedback?
Shoot it in a comment. The email apecastinfo@gmail.com, whatever it's called. Is that right, Ape Man?
Yeah, and I'm setting up the Discord. It's a bit rough. I think we'll leave that for next week. As far as posting these podcasts, I think we'll shoot for Friday and Saturday nights. Be one of those 2 nights we'll try to record.
Maybe Friday nights and then post on Saturdays?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that is enough of us. Good night.
Thanks for watching. Slap that like button.
Slap the like button. Comment down below. Next episode we'll have a 2 subscriber giveaway if we get a subscriber.
You and me.
But yeah, goodbye. Your ear